Now Jackson on first down. On the catch, it's Andre Johnson. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Third down.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A gain of 5. First down, Chicago. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Mike 51, Mike 50. Middle. Man, I got you. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. You. He's checking.
Jackson on first down. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down.
On the play. It's now 3rd down.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. He was
now Morton Anderson for the field goal try. Anderson's kick is good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Morton Anderson to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
5-yard line.
First and 10, it's Marino. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit.
Marino.
Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Running right, here's Sanders. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He was taken down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And it's 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
To throw is Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis in his first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And once again, this is Sanders. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Now it's Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now it's Jackson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. After the interception, here's Jackson. Pass incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
6-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
And And Jackson throwing once more. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Bears push further out in front. It's good to make it 17-7.
It's good. Makes the score Bears 17, Lions 7. Morton Anderson to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Dan Marino sacked. A 10-yard loss on the play. It's 2nd down.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Morton Anderson to kick off.
It'll be Lions football to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this return will net positive. He gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
You can fall or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll go again with Sanders. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they get the...
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the little go miss? How she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about us.
Gonzalez set to kick off.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
They'll throw on first down with Marino. And Marino cannot get away. He goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Marino. They're going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyreek Hill, 70 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead.
Fortune Anderson on for the extra point.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. The false start backs him up 5, first and 15. On the counter, Ingram. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Brings up 2nd and 15 at the 18-yard line.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
At the 15-yard line.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel. So they paid the proper price.
How much were they? A dime?
15 cents.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
At the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Marino with a give to Sanders. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of...
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure that you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the move. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jake Youngblood able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to go deep for Funchess. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by an 8-time Pro Bowler, Steve Atwater. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked,
kick it and go, kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the drought, watching me ball. As soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope.
Strapped in, it's just about time to get the party started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Marino. This is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by the safety, Eric Will. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. An aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Steve Atwater with a pick. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 now.
2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Marino. Complete there to Jerry Rice. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
1st and 10 at the 43.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Marino looking to throw on second down. And going deep for home. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The veteran Eric Weddle there to break that one up. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Marino to throw. Now Marino coughs it up. He lost the football. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points. Start off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit, and put some points on the board on this one.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
And a Raven 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders shaking and baking. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number 1 job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
And going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Number 10.
Tyreek Hill, 55 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the 1st quarter. But in the 2nd quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or 2. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Fielded right around the 8. And all in all, pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyreek Hill, 66 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like 2 boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On second down, it's Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is caught at the 20. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 75 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
In a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
We'll see if it's that easy here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Solid gain of 27.
The 49-yard line.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now Marino on 1st down. And he whips that one incomplete there. The veteran Andre Johnson the target on that one. But it'll be 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 2nd down now. It's Sanders. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
The ball carrier.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
From midfield now, Marino. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Marino. And the catch, it's Andre Johnson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Marino on 1st down. That is caught at the 7. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 19 yards away. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And going deep for Hill. Nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Now, Marino crosses it up. He lost the football. Ravens have got it.
That's on 1st down. Fumble on the play. Recovered by Baltimore.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
To the ground and incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by the 5'10" Pro Bowler Trevor Vincent. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Morton Anderson to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
4 yards the pickup, first down. He gets it to Cooks. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
To
Brandon Cooks. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. From the 10. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
From the 36, Marino. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first and 10, it's Marino. It's caught by Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run to the former Bulldog. It's the rookie DeAndre Swift. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Down at the 37-yard line.
Second and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Now Marino to throw it. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. But now it's third down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Marino here from the gun. And going deep for Hill. And it is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And these 2 teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Another run with Sanders. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Loss of a yard on the play.
Here's Jackson, buying time to his left. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 1st down, Sanders. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Sanders on the carry. He was brought down by Cole Holcomb. A gain of 4. It's
from the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the 5-time Pro Bowler Troy Vincent. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the 2nd one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one, and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Marino. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
To throw is Marino. He finds his man Johnson. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
At the 27-yard line.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st down in field goal range already. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the 5-time Pro Bowler Troy Vincent. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who get 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Another run here with Sanders. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
47-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
On the keeper.
She-Bag got me.
Big boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on